All right, now we're gonna go through a full course recap. So we went through the phases. We went through all the different type of phases you could go through. We went through all the different reps that you could go through. So now we know, right? So you know the mesocycles, you know the microcycle, you know the macrocycle. You know that to build muscle, you can build muscle from anywhere from 5 to 30 reps. In order for you to build endurance, you need the high reps, 10 to 20, right? But in order for you to build strength, it's 5 to 1, right? All right, now we know that if we're training hypertrophy, we need 75% intensity. The more you're leaning towards strength, the more intense your workouts are going to be. And the more you're leaning towards endurance, the more you're going to have to endure your workouts. That's how it goes, right? And now we know from there, we know how to structure the workout. We know how to split it up because you know what type of split you want, whether it be a 3-1 or a 4-1 or a bro split, whatever you want, you know now. Now, what's even better, too, is now you know whether or not you want to bulk or cut. You know how to figure out, okay, do I want to bulk or cut, right? And you know exactly how many calories you need to eat. Your maintenance, plus or minus 250 to 300 to 500, right? You know that for a cut. For a maintenance, you know that you just stay the same. You stay right at your maintenance calories. But obviously, your training is going to be a little bit different. And maybe even how you eat is going to be even a little bit different, right? That being said, you can even blend mesocycles and microcycles so you're eating with certain goals, right? So if you're trying to lose fat for a couple months while you're training for hypertrophy, right? At that point, or say you're trying to lose fat for a couple months while you're training for endurance or strength, right? At that point, now you know you can shed some fat. So while you're doing your deload weeks, go into some deficits, shed some fat off since you're not training. That's how you do that, right? Now you got the nutrition down packed. You know exactly how much protein you have to consume. Between 0.8 and 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. You know that now. Now you know how to get your diet right, and you know how to get your workout plan right. And even better, now you know how to blend the two. You know how to utilize them. You know how to make them into what you need them to be. On top of that, now you know how to benefit yourself with sleep, because you know that sleep, if you get, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, now you know that you're going to be in hyperdrive. You know also not to eat before you sleep, because if you eat before you sleep, what's going to happen? You are not going to be able to make those gains because your body is going to try to digest your food rather than recover, right? All of this was in the span of this little course that you just took, right? This course that you just took taught you all of that. And all of that is exactly what you need to know to be able to develop forward. You know these things, you know. Now, go back, watch the course one more time. Watch the course one more time. Go back, take notes, do everything you need. And I want you to try to make your own workout plans. Try to really set yourself up and try to make it so that you know how you want to move forward. Because all of what I just said in this recap, you already know now. You can go through in your head and be like, yeah, I do know that. Yeah, I do know that. And it's all stuff you may or may not have known before taking this course. And that's what gives you the ability to now set yourself up to be able to re-optimize your training and optimize your own body recomposition. Now you know how to do it. Before you're going to this course, you're like, man, I'm not sure. And maybe as you're taking these modules, you're still not sure because you're like, I'm not sure if I'm even learning. But at the end of this recap, if you really think about it, if you stuck around to the end of this video and you really are sitting there like, yeah, I actually do all that stuff. Well, you did it. You went through the course. You paid attention. You actually did the necessary work of just focusing so that way you can benefit yourself in the future. Now, everything you know now is straight from a personal trainer, certified personal trainer to you. And now you can utilize that to make sure that you're optimizing your training. If you have any questions after this course, make sure you're hitting me up. Send me a message, send me an email, whatever. Try to get in contact with me. Put up a blog post too and let me know how this course helped you out. If you have any questions, make sure that you're asking them as well in the community. And if you have any answers to any questions, make sure you're answering them and helping anybody else out that may need it. Thank you for sticking around this long to be able to stick, through this course and be able to go all the way to the end. You're a trooper, and I hope you can benefit from all of this. This is like not a super in-depth course, but it's like a crash course, if you will. But if you feel like you benefited from this and there's anything you want me to go deeper on, I'll make a course dedicated to whatever you guys need it to. I hope you enjoyed.